You are looking at our chopped and marinated skirt steak, and we are sticking it on the grill here this morning. Welcome back to the Branch Restaurant here in Kemptville, and I'm joined once again by Bruce and Lo, the owner here. So we're just putting this on the grill here this morning?
Yes.
The skirt steak? And
right.
How long would it sit on this grill for?
We're looking for rare. So
rare.
It's a rare steak, so basically I get a good mark on each side, and then we're going to let it rest. And the resting tender finishes kind of lets the juices redistribute, and we're going to cook it one more time before we serve it. So it's, if you prefer a steak that's more cooked, don't worry, that's coming up. So.
All right. So this is the one that's been resting, as we call it.
Exactly.
And that's getting the juices flowing, as you say?
Juices redistributing.
Redistributing
so that
the
when
juices.
you cut it, they don't just all squirt out.
Okay. So now we're going to chop this up. And how do you chop it? This way or against the grain?
No, we're looking to slice it very thin against the grain.
Okay, so I'll get you to show me.
You do that one.
Okay.
So we're looking, this is the grain running this way.
Right.
So we're looking to slice just
And
really
why
nice
against
and
the grain?
Because there are long fibers in the skirt steak that make it really chewy. And this just basically is the first cut that shortens those fibers, makes it easier to chew.
Right, and you can see it is quite rare still because it is, you know, you can see the blood coming out a little bit.
Yes.
I personally like my steak medium rare, so this would be fine for me. It smells also delicious. What sorts of spices did you put on here?
This is a spice mix that we make here in-house. It is a kind of a chili powder. It has local peppers that we dry ourselves and grind up, and cumin seed, a little bit of oregano, and some coffee.
Coffee?
Yeah.
And what does the coffee do?
Coffee is, well, I like the flavor. It adds a little bit of depth. You know, if you roast a coffee bean, it obviously adds some flavor.
Right.
But I find that just adds one more roasty flavor to things, and it's again just building a layer of flavor there. So.
Interesting. So how did I do in my chopping?
You did all right.
All right. So I don't quite have a chef job here, is what you're saying?
Not yet, but
Not
we can
yet.
work on it. It could happen.
All right. So what's the next step in this process? Because there's quite a long process.
This is at this stage it's done, and this is when we would present onto the skillet.
Right, so we're going to stick this on, and this is how we know our fajitas, this flaming hot sizzling pan that comes to your table. And now you mix it up with the peppers, and what else do we have in
so
here?
I have peppers, and I have some house smoked portobello mushrooms. As a Texas restaurant, smoking is a big part of what we do, so there's a little bit of smoke in a lot of different items.
And
here.
I could smell the smokiness off of here. It smells absolutely delicious. It's a bit of a different flavor. Is this true Texas?
I'd say adding the smoked portobello mushroom is a little bit of a bit of my own twist.
Okay, so that's something that you added here.
Yes.
And then we're going to put that beef just on the top.
Right. Now that skillet's going to finish any cooking process that we might have.
And you can see it smoking here this morning.
Yeah.
So we all know that skillet is very hot.
Yes.
That's right. So that's why we put it on the hot plate. Is that it?
Yeah. Now we add that little bit of juice, and that's when we get that final sizzle.
Perfect. Look at this. This is ready to be served on your table. And coming up next, we're going to prep the fajita. Yes, we're going to add all the fixings, so stay with us. Lots more to come here from the Branch Restaurant in Kemptville.